Okay, anyways, very good afternoon. Welcome to our today's session. Okay, so I'll just go with the continuation of yesterday's session. Yeah, so if you remember, this were the questions, right? What I've asked you. Where is that? Okay, yeah. So this was the lines of code which we actually thought of discussing. Okay, we have a try block, then followed by statement 1, 2, 3. Then followed by catch block statement 4, then finally block statement 5, then at last statement 6, right? So my first question was, if there's no exception, if there's no exception, not execution, no exception, there's no exception. What all statements will be executed, and what would be the, whether it is normal termination or abnormal termination? Yes, guys? Is it a normal termination or abnormal termination? Can I get the answer? Avalika says 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, normal termination. Okay, normal term. Divya, what statements, Divya? What statements will be executed? Okay, fine. So everybody wants to go with 1, comma 2, yes, comma 3, yes, comma 5, okay, and yes, okay, and it is normal termination. Okay, then case number 2. If an exception is raised at statement 2 and corresponding catch block is matched, yes. What all statements are executed, and let me know whether it is normal termination or abnormal termination. Pravalika says 1456, Jadhav says 1456, Prasanna 1456, Bhumika 1456. Pravalika normal. Okay, perfect guys. So 1, comma 4, comma 5 and 6. Okay, and it is normal termination again. Perfect. Great going. And coming to case 3, can you answer me the case 3? When exception is raised at statement 2 and the corresponding catch block is not matched, what all statements will be executed, and is it a normal termination or abnormal termination? Okay. Okay. Pravilka gave 1 abnormal. Prasanna also wants to go with 1 and abnormal. Okay. Great going. Jadhav says 1 5. Jadhav, why 1 5? Bhumika says 1. Okay. Jadhav, why 1 5? Any idea? Yeah. The answer is 1 and 5. Okay. 1 and 5 statements will be executed, and it is abnormal termination. Okay. Sir, 1 y 1 5. Okay, why 1 5? The first statement anyhow it would be there because we have error in the second code. Okay, exception got raised in second statement, so we're going to skip second and third, and corresponding catch block has not matched, so it is also going to skip the catch block. Coming to here, what happens is, irrespective of whether the exception is raised or not, the finally block is going to get executed. Okay, right? Irrespective of that exception, right? So hence 5 is getting executed. Later on, you may ask me, sir, what about 6? As it is not a normal termination, it is abnormal termination. Hence, it is not going to give you 6. Okay, right? Is it clear, guys? Okay, then coming to case 4. If an exception is raised at statement 4, what happens? Imagine exception is raised at statement 4. Come on, guys. A case, I mean, statement 4 in the sense it is in catch block, right? So obviously when an exception is raised in catch block, it is an abnormal termination. Okay. But do remember, guys, before, closing up the story or before ending up with an abnormal termination, finally block will be executed. Okay. Clear? So that's the answer for case 4. Then case 5. Case 5. What is case 5? If an exception is raised at statement 5 or statement 6. I'm just asking whether it's a normal termination or abnormal termination. If an exception is raised at statement 4 or statement 5. Sorry, statement 5 or statement 6. Statement 4 is of course abnormal. Then statement 5 and statement 6, if an exception raised, is it a normal termination? Come on, guys. Is it a normal termination or abnormal termination? Perfect, perfect, perfect all. Yeah, it seems you have understood the concept now. Okay. Yes. Thank you for your responses. So we have seen try, catch, and finally blocks, right? Syntax. Try block, followed by catch block, followed by finally block. Okay. So can we try with multiple catch blocks is again a question. For example, we have written a try block. Okay. So here this is going to occupy all the statements which have some doubtful code. Statements. Process problem at runtime. And coming to catch block. So this is nothing but exception. Can we write multiple catch blocks is my question. Yes, guys. What is catch block going to do? It is going to handle the exception, in the sense it is going to provide some user friendly message to the end user, right? My question is, can we have multiple catch blocks? Yes or no? Of course, exception object E1, exception object E2. Okay. This type 1 exception. This is type 2 exception. Can I have multiple catch blocks for a single try block? Yes or no, guys? Come on. Okay, Pravalika says yes. Anybody still wants to try? Yes, guys. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, you can always have multiple catch blocks. You can write n number of catch blocks. The only point is, the exception must be different. You cannot throw the same exception again and again. Okay. So that's one point which you have to remember, guys. Okay. Sir, how about finally, I already told you, finally block. Finally block is purely meant for cleanup activity code. Okay. Right? You have finalizer method also. Finalizer method meant for cleanup activity related to object. Okay, finalize method. Do you remember in garbage collection we have used finalize method? Okay, that is for object cleanup activity. Okay. Here meant for cleanup activity related to try block. This is combination with that. Got it, guys? Can I move forward? Can I move forward? Okay. Let's see some combinations today. Okay. Let's see different combinations, like when we write try catch blocks. So what all combinations are possible? Just let's try to understand it. Okay. Copy the same thing. So till yesterday's session, okay, we just had this content, then it is continuation of exception handling only for today's session. We'll just look into like what are the various ways of, okay, or possible combinations, combinations of try catch, okay, then finally. So case one, I'll just write down, let me know whether they're valid or not, guys. Okay. Try block, then followed by catch block. Catch exception. Tell me whether the case one is valid or invalid. Case one valid or invalid? Yes, guys. Case one valid or invalid? What's your group name, guys? P17, right? Yes. Where are we? Okay. I got responses. Everybody says valid. Yes, valid. Okay. Yes, I want everybody to please participate. Okay. Only then you will understand. Okay. Answer is valid. Perfectly valid, right? You have a try block and followed by catch block. Fine. Coming to next case, case number 2. Just copy this. Try block followed by catch block. Then imagine, like, again I've written multiple catch blocks. Yeah. Now tell me, is it valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? Case 2, you have multiple catch blocks. So everybody wants to go with valid? Fine, you can use multiple catch blocks, but the point is here you will get compile time error. Or why compile time error? The point is, Yashwant, that's what. Here already I have handled exception. You have a try block. Okay, imagine you have got an exception here. I have already handled by exception class. Okay. Again, you are trying to handle the same exception, which is not correct. Okay. You cannot have the same exception. You can change the exception. Okay. Here exception class. This is telling boss, I have already handled. Again, you are asking me to handle, which is not correct. Okay. So it will give saying like exception has been already, okay, already handled. Is that clear? Okay. For example, as Yashwant has asked me, let me go with case 3. Case 3, maybe exception underscore x, exception underscore y. Now tell me whether it is valid or invalid, guys. Tell me whether it is valid or invalid. Come on. Speed up, guys. Valid or invalid? Try block followed by catch block and again catch block. Come on. Just valid or invalid? I'm not asking you anything else, right? Acha, if valid, why valid, Divya? If invalid, why invalid, Prasanna? Don't worry now, I'm not going to come and ask you at your house, okay? Just I'm telling you. Previous case we said invalid, as we said we'll get compile time exception because the exceptions were same here. But here the exceptions are different, okay? So it is perfectly valid. Okay? Yes, Divya, you're right. Perfectly valid because the X exception, Y exceptions are different. Got it, guys? Is that clear? Okay. Then let me go with another case now. Case number 4. Okay. I'm just making a small difference here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Can you please tell me whether the exception is, I mean, whether this case 4 is valid or invalid? Yes, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. Valid or invalid? You have to answer me first. आप इतना टाइम लिए तो कैसा भाई? Valid, valid, valid. Yes. Okay. So it is perfectly invalid. You'll again get a compile time error. Sir, why? The point is, exception is the parent class of all other exceptions, right? Okay. First, what we have written? We have written parent. This is our parent class. Okay. Arithmetic exception is one type of exception under exception class. It is nothing but child. Okay. Here, when I say exception, it is going to handle all other exceptions. Okay. Arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, division by zero value. Okay. String not found, file not found, everything it is going to handle. Right. Again, compiler is telling boss, when already you have written exception class where it will handle all kind of exception, again why you are specifying child class here? What is the necessary, boss? Because already those exceptions are caught by exception class here. Clear? Okay. So you will get java dot lang dot arithmetic exception because it has been already handled. Is that clear? Case number 4. Yes, guys. Case number 5. Yes, guys. Case number 5. Valid or invalid? Come on. Yes, perfectly valid. Okay, perfectly valid. What happens here? If, for example, there is an arithmetic exception which is found in the try block, then this catch block is going to handle that arithmetic exception. Okay. If it is of not arithmetic exception, also you need not worry because I have exception class here. Exception class will in turn handle all the kinds of exceptions. Done. My job is done now. Is that clear, guys? Is it okay? Fine. Case number 6. I have a try block. Okay. That's it. Case number 6. I've just written a try block. Now tell me, is it valid or invalid? Is it valid or invalid? Case number 6. Come on, hurry up. Case number 6. What's your answer? I have a try block. Invalid, sir. Srinitya. Okay. Srinitya entered the class. Okay. Why invalid? Absolutely. You're going to get compile time exception again. Why compile time exception? Absolutely, Jadhav. Okay. Yes, Pravalika. It is giving boss. Try without catch block or finally block. Okay, it is telling boss, you have written try block, but you need to at least write catch block. If not catch block, at least you need to write finally block. Okay, but you have not written both, hence it is not acceptable. Case number 7. Yes, case number 7. Valid or invalid? Yes, guys, come on. Case number 7. Valid or invalid? Invalid, invalid, invalid. Why invalid? Yes, again it is telling boss. It is again compile time exception. Why? You have written catch block, that's okay. But catch without a try, it's not acceptable. Case number 8. Yes. Finally block. Valid or invalid? Yes. Oh, Jadhav, valid. You can check Jadhav. Again, it will give compile time exception saying finally block without try block. Guys, understand. Finalize is used with garbage collection with respect to object destroy. Okay. but finally, okay, finally method is with object. Finally block, okay, is with respect to your try catch, okay, right? So please understand, don't get confused there. Finally, finalize, okay, then final, okay, final keyword, finalize method, okay, then finally block. Clear? Okay. Finally block with always execute, right, Jadhav? But it is with respect to the combination of try. Okay. You only write finally block and then check what message it is going to give you. Is that okay, Jadhav? Case number 9. We'll try this. Try block, okay, then finally. Hmm. Valid or invalid? Try block, finally block. Valid or invalid? Okay. Perfectly valid syntax. Okay. Fine. Though fine, when I say try block, you need to have respect to catch block. Okay. But what happens here is it is though sometimes if an error or exception is raised in try block, there is no catch block to handle it. In such case, what happens is it becomes an abnormal condition, right? But still, if I want to close some file connectivity or socket connectivity or network connectivity or database connectivity, right? Such code, closing connectivity code can be written in the finally block and then I can proceed. Is that clear? Is that clear, guys? Please respond so that I can move fast. Case number 10. Imagine I have written a try block. Okay. Then imagine I have written a println statement. Okay. Saying RJKT. Right. Then I have written a catch block saying exception E object. Then yeah. So now tell me what happens? What output you are expecting here? Is it valid or invalid? Println in the sense this is system.out.println. Okay, system.out.println. Yes, guys. Case 10. Valid. Okay, valid. Okay. No, it's not valid code. Okay. Sir, why? Again, you'll be getting a compile time exception saying, boss, you have written try block without catch block or finally block. Okay. Sir, you have written catch block na. But what is the statement in between? Huh? This is like wife and husband. Okay, nobody can go in between. Okay, so try without catch or finally block. Or you may also get sometimes exception saying catch without try block. Absolutely, Srinitya. మీరు ఒక స్టెప్ ముందే ఉన్నారు. Very good. Okay. Good. Great going, guys. Case 11. Imagine I have written a try block. Okay, then I have written a catch block. Okay, then exception E. Okay, yes, then I've written a statement system.out.println. Okay, how are you? Okay, how are you? Okay, then I've written one more catch block saying exception 1. Okay, E1. Okay, then yeah, now tell me, valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? अरे भाई, why compile time exception? Invalid. Okay, why compile time exception? Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, yes, so again it is going to tell boss you have written catch block without without try block. I already told you, no, how's the wife and husband relationship, huh? This catch block is not having its corresponding try block. Okay, clear? Case number 12. Imagine I have a try block. Okay, then I have a catch block with exception E. It's an object. Okay, then immediately after this, let me have a statement. Okay, then I'll be writing my finally block. Now tell me, valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? Come on guys, hurry up. Huh? Come on, finally block. Yes, perfectly invalid. Huh? This is finally block is like a girlfriend. Okay, it is not wife, it is girlfriend. It is again giving compile time exception saying finally without try block. Okay, clear? Understood guys, concepts. Hmm? Okay, we'll see another case. Case number 13. Imagine I have a try block. Okay. Then I have a catch block where I have exception. Okay. Then again I have written a try block. Then I have written finally block. Now tell me whether it is valid or invalid. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, perfectly valid. Okay, yes, you're getting the concept. Case number 14. Imagine you have a try block. Okay, then immediately I have written finally block. Okay, then later on I have written catch block in exception E. Okay. Now tell me whether this case is valid or invalid. Yes, absolutely. Okay, why? Boss, try ke baad, you need to definitely have this. Okay, or else I'm going to shout. Huh? Girlfriend, girlfriend hota, wife, wife hi hota. Okay, you cannot change their positions. You'll understand situation. See, programming also same. They'll give importance, but they will not cross the borders. If you cross borders, see, this is happening. She's not accepting. Huh? Catch is not accepting. Wife is not accepting. Huh? That's what. Okay. Try block. Case number 15. Try block followed by catch block. Okay. Exception object. Okay. Right. Then I have, sorry, finally block. I have written again finally block. Is this valid or invalid? Case number 15. Yes, guys, case number 15. I've written finally block twice. Come on, guys. Valid or invalid? Case number 15. I think compile time error. Invalid. Absolutely compile time error, because no, second time when you have written finally block, it is given finally without try. Okay. Here, guys. Case number 60. Okay. I have a try block. ये ट्राई करेंगे. ओके. नेस्टेड ट्राई. कैच exception object. Yeah. The, case occurring. We'll see this case later. First, we'll finish off this valid. Yeah. Yeah. Valid or invalid? Just a minute, guys. Okay, 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 okay. Invalid, I know. Just a minute. Now tell me, valid or invalid? Case 16. Valid or invalid? Yashwant, Bhumika, Vijay, others have to respond now. What is this concept now? I'm working with nested try catch blocks. Okay. So under try block, I have written try. Okay. Then corresponding to this try, we have catch. Then finally, this code is perfectly valid, right? Then we have done with the try block. Then at last, I have written catch block. Perfectly valid. Okay. For example, if I make a little bit modification here, this is case 17, right? Okay, 17. We have a try block, then followed by you have a catch block, imagine. Okay. And under catch block, okay, you have a try block, then followed by you have finally block. Okay. Tell me whether this is valid or invalid. Yes, guys, hurry up. Try followed by catch, then followed by nested try. I mean, under catch you have try block, then finally valid or invalid. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is valid. Okay. Right. Let's move on to the next. Case 18. You have a try block. You have a catch block. Okay. Then you have finally block. Okay. Then you have try block. Okay. Then finally block. Yeah. Valid or invalid, guys? Case number 16, 17, 18 are all nested cases if you look at it. Okay. Try के अंदर try, catch के अंदर try, finally के अंदर try. Okay, I'm working with different set of combinations. Yes, valid or invalid, guys? Valid or invalid? Come on, absolutely valid. Okay, you can write it any ways. That's what I have shown you all these cases. Okay. Okay, if everybody have understood, then tell me this case number 19. Try. Okay, then followed by try. Okay, then followed by catch. Okay, then followed by, yeah, that's it. Yeah, valid or invalid? Come on. If you have understood 16, 17, 18, then you must answer me 19 now. Valid or invalid? Yes, perfectly invalid. In the sense, compile time exception. Why compile time exception? Sir, try without catch. Okay. Or finally. Okay. Try without catch or finally. Understood? Okay. Case number 20. Hmm. Yeah. How about this case? Yes, guys. Case number 20. Come on, guys. Hmm. Case number 20. Come on. Valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? Why invalid? Divya, Yashwant, why invalid? Jadhav, why invalid? Hmm. Try without catch or catch without try? You have catch block, right? You also have try. Hmm. But what's missing out here? Hmm. You will get compile time exception again. Why compile time exception? Okay, because it is invalid. Why invalid? As try block, okay, try block is not having what? Curly braces. Is that clear? Case 21. Exception. Okay. Then name again. Yes, guys. Yes, absolutely, Vijay. Okay. You need to use the braces because these are blocks. Try block, catch block, finally block. Okay. Yeah. How about case 21? Come on. Case 21, valid or invalid? Again, same. Compile time exception. Why compile time exception? Same again, invalid because no curly braces for catch block. Okay, no curly braces for catch block. Is it clear? Case 22. Okay, try, catch. Okay, and finally, okay, an SOP of high. Valid or invalid? Case number 22. Yes, guys. Yes, again it is invalid. Why? No curly braces for finally block. It is a block, right? Okay. Same again. You're getting compile time exception saying no curly braces for finally block. Okay. Is that clear? Is that clear, guys? So what all conclusions we have made from all these cases from case 1 to case 22? Yes, guys. Come along with me. Come on. What all we have seen starting from here? Case 1. Yes. Case 1 say. Whenever we are writing try block, we should write catch or finally. Okay. In the sense, try without catch or finally is invalid. Right? So we have seen those things. Then next, what we have seen in this case 4. Whenever we are writing catch block, okay, compulsory we should write try block. That is try without catch is invalid. That also we have seen. Then what else? With respect to finally also we have seen. Whenever we are writing finally block, compulsory we should write try block. That is finally without try, catch without try. Invalid cases we have seen. Then we have seen with respect to order also. Try, catch, finally. Order is also important. If you do try then followed by finally, it is not accepting, right? So try, catch, finally, or try, catch, or try, finally. Okay. Then next, next with respect to order, we have seen parent and child, right? So first child have to come, then at last parent have to come. Okay. You can write n number of child classes first. At last, I have to write exception class. As exception class is the parent class. It will handle all types of exception. Whether it is checked or unchecked exception, there's no matter about it. Okay. Then, if we are defining two catch blocks for the same exception, we will get compile time error. That also we have seen. Okay, same exception. Okay, you have to have different exception. Only then it is fine. Or else you are getting compile time exception. Right? Then what else? You cannot define try, catch, finally within the try. Or I mean to say we can define try, catch, finally within the try, within the catch, and within the final block. In the sense nested cases. Nested cases we have seen. What are those nested cases? Yes, case number 16, 17, 18, 19. In 20, 21, 22, try, catch, and finally curly braces are mandatory. Is that clear? Is that clear, guys? Hope you have understood what all combinations and how we can write this exceptional handling concept programming. Okay. A lot of times in the interview, people try to give this kind of test cases and they try to confuse students. Very unfortunately, students don't practice on these test cases and they give some wrong answer and they come out of the interview. Okay. So I think you have got enough idea about how to work with exception handling, try catch block, finally block, nested blocks, everything. Fine. So we shall stop the session here as it is 3 p.m. again. So rest of the concept will be covered the final session of exceptional handling with some hands-on programs will be covered in the next session, guys. Till then, take care, stay safe, prepare well, practice the session. Everything is being uploaded onto my YouTube channel. You can subscribe for updates. Okay, whenever I upload a video, you'll be getting those updates. And please intimate the students who are not attending the sessions due to examination or maybe other reasons. So ask them to go through the recorded videos which are available onto LMS also. Okay. Srinitya, I'm not sure about those things. Very soon you'll get an official circular onto Hub. So just stay tuned to Hub. Okay. So any information we'll just post it through your groups. Don't worry about it. Okay. So thank you all. See you all in the next session, guys. If you have any doubts, please mark in the chat box. You can on your mic and you can also ask me. Thank you all.